Hello to Jacqui Carter. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Ruben. How are you?
I'm very well. Thinking about chat to you today. So, can you tell me roughly how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
I've been singing since I was about 14 and started writing when I was about 16.
So, do you go into the recording studio to record your debut single?
I did, yeah, a local studio not too far from where I am in Melbourne, and it was a lot of days.
So, can you tell me what that process was like for you going to the recording studio? Guess for your
Yes,
first, whatever that experience was for you.
yeah, it was a little bit nerve-wracking, if I'm honest, because I had never stepped foot into a studio before. And but I was surrounded by pretty incredible artists and musicians and producer who just sort of guided me and showed me the ropes and made me feel really welcome. And I got to really be a part of the building process of the song that I'd created. So it was really something special.
So, can you tell me more about your debut single? How's that
Yeah.
come about?
So my debut single is "Heart Here." So it's a song I wrote about 4 years ago about a little town in Canada where I used to live. And it's just something that kind of came to me one day right before I was leaving there to come back to Australia. And just started out with a little heart here sort of feeling. And I just kind of started writing notes. And after about a week or two, I had pretty much had the whole song in my head and how I wanted it to sound. And then I reached out to my friend who's the singer songwriter himself and said, have you got an hour? I really think that we can nut this out. And we did in pretty much in an hour. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it.
You enjoyed your experience going to this recording studio for the first time?
Yeah, I did. The studio is called Soggy Dog. The gentleman there, Steve, is worked with some really incredible artists in Australia, and I feel so fortunate that I've been able to have that same experience as them. So yeah, it's been a real treat.
So, can you tell me more about your latest single called "Call Me Old Fashioned"?
Yeah, so Call Me Old Fashioned was something that kind of has been a long time in the works, and I've always been a little bit of an old soul, as you can see, my Beatles poster behind me, and that's my kind of sound and that's my kind of feeling. I love that old style, and it's sort of a song that really represents me and what I enjoy and the things that I like. And same friend of mine who I reached out to and said, I've got this concept. And he said, what do you want it to sound like? And I had an image in my mind. I knew exactly I wanted it to be a little bit old school, but a little bit new and just sort of happy. And yeah, nutted it out real quick. And I got to go into the studio and put it together. And kind of Linda Ronstadt came into my mind. And I just thought, yeah, it's exactly what I want it to be. So really, really proud of the project.
So, where do you get your ideas and inspiration from?
Most of it is just anything that I've experienced, anything that I've gone through, emotions, people that I talk to. Someone might say something or a phrase and that might stick with me and I might just put it in my phone or write it down and then later come back to it and say, have a bit of a thought as to whether or not that can be expanded. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a whole process for me. It's something I'm learning to kind of let happen and grow because although I've been writing for a long time, the whole studio and making songs themselves is quite new to me. I suppose you would have called me a poet previously. So, it's interesting, but I'm loving every minute. So yeah, it's been really great.
Because poetry has quite a lot to do with music.
Yeah, it sure does. And that rhyming and how words sound when they come out. It's really something special and something to kind of hold on to, I think, at that moment in time where you've sort of found that voice. And yeah, I really feel blessed to be able to do it.
So, are you working on any new music in the near future?
I do. I've got a new song that I'm actually going to be releasing next month. Um, and it's called Tall Glass, which is a song that I wrote quite a long time ago, more than 10 years. And it was just sort of sitting on the back burner for a really long time. And I sort of had an old master done of it. It's a song that's, I think, maybe represents a little bit of searching for someone, searching for a person who is going to be good for you, and finding that. Hopefully, people find that in the song, and we'll just see next month when it comes out whether or not that resonates. Hopefully, it does.
So at the minute, you're just releasing singles, but is there any plans to release an EP or an album in the future, years to come?
Yeah, I think I think this year will probably be a release of an EP. I've got a few songs that are still in the works that I won't release as singles that I'll probably put together on the album. I think these first three will really show who I am as a singer and a songwriter too, of course. And I think that will sort of give people an idea of what I'm looking at doing, and hopefully will entice people to come back and when I do release an EP or an album, have a listen to that as well. So yeah, hopefully in the coming months.
So you do go to band practice, so I guess you got a band behind you, I guess.
Yeah, I do have a band, fresh, very, very fresh, because I've just released these first few songs, and so I thought, well, if I'm going to release them, I'm going to need a band to be able to play them. So yeah, we've just started having a few rehearsals, and the guys are great. We're still looking for a bass player, so if anyone's interested, we're always looking. So yeah, but it's been a great experience. It's not my first band. I was in a band in Canada, and obviously had to leave that to come home. But yeah, really looking forward to getting back out and playing the pubs and bars and that in outer eastern suburbs. So yeah, should be good.
So I guess you'll be doing some gigs in the future, I guess.
Yes, and I will definitely keep you posted.
What about any further plans? Because there's some quite independent venues in the UK.
Mm. If it all goes well, you never know. I think yeah, I've got family in the UK, so I'd absolutely love to get out there and play a bit of music. So if it worked, if it was a possibility, I'd be there in a heartbeat. Absolutely love the UK.
So can you tell me, what's it like to be an independent artist for you?
It's it's a lot of different things. It's emotional, hurts your bank a lot, but I love it, and I think it's really taught me to be patient. A lot of these songs I thought were ready a long time ago when I, first started putting pen to paper. Um, but going through the process and refining things and re-singing and changing a word here and there um, teaches you to fine tune and be a patient person. So it's been an incredible experience, but I'm not very patient, so it's also testing me at the same time.
It's in your skills to be patient.
Exactly.
So finally, can you tell my listeners where can I find you on your social media?
You can find me on Facebook under Jacqui Carter or Instagram on Jacqui Carter Music, and I'm also on TikTok with the same handle, and YouTube with the same handle, Jacqui Carter Music.
Thank you for chatting to you today.
Thank you so much, Ruben. I appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
Goodbye.
Bye.